MC, boo! Alright, Cody's. 35 years I lived in Rockhampton, and it wasn't until Trump got elected president that the old mate in the hobby farm up the road, he'd come driving down the street in his tractor, he'd be screaming out, "It's the end of the world! It's the end of the world!" So I nicknamed him Farmageddon. Now he had produce, so I bought a chicken off him to make sandwiches. The little shit didn't, it just shit all over the floor. And then he thought he'd be nice, he gave me this little blue heeler pup. They're good dogs, very obedient. This one wouldn't heel, so I named him Herpes. So yeah, Rockhampton, crack capital of central Queensland. Mate, that place is a breeding experiment for crackheads. Now, I was walking along the riverbank there one day and I saw this crackhead and a bin chicken having a fight over a manky, half-eaten, possibly regurgitated 6-inch Subway. Two Aussie battlers right there in front of me, fighting over food. And the irony is, there was a monocultured fucking pelican in a One Nation singlet egging them on. Yep, pure white with an orange Bonds tank top on. Anyway, I had an interesting day today. I was talking to this guy at the hospital and he smashed up his kneecap. He got hit by a motorbike while he was riding his push bike. I said to him, "Hey mate, you're a cyclist, eh?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, I'm a cyclist." I said, I was right into the singles and the cycling culture up in Rockhampton. I wear the full lycra body condom, footy sock in here for enhancement. And then I was telling him I'd only shave one leg. And he goes, "Why'd you do that?" I said, "Because when I go to bed, it feels like I've got a woman next to me." Now, I had a therapist up in Rocky. She was also a very good friend. And she'd keep me under the microscope. Size matters. And we'd talk about me doing this comedy stuff, with a bit of therapy, and she'd say, you really got to expect the unexpected. I went, "Oh yeah," and she said, "Yeah mate, just imagine you walk out of your room one morning into the hallway and you've got a freight train coming at you, what are you going to do?" I said, "Well, I'll get my fucking helicopter and get out of there." And she said, "Where did you get the helicopter from?" I said, "Where'd you get the fucking freight train from?" Anyway, I flew into Brisbane one day from Rocky. I was going on a cruise, on those ships. And I was getting off the plane. I was going to board the shuttle bus to get to the terminal. And in front of me was this lady going, she's trying to get up the stairs, but her skirt's too tight. So she'd take a couple of steps up like that and she'd lean back and loosen up a zipper, but she kept leaning back into me. She did this 3 times. I was getting the shits. After the 3rd time I helped her up the stairs and she turned around and slapped me across the face. She said, "I never said you could touch me." I said, "Love, you undid my fly 3 times. I thought we were friends." So I hired a car and I'm driving down the highway and I saw this police radar trapped on the side of the road, so I thought I'd be a smart ass. So I started flashing the cars to slow them down. It didn't work. And then I heard these sirens coming at me. So I put my clothes back on and got out of there. Anyway, I like cruising. The only thing is I can't take my medical weed on board. So I just smoked the hash button off my phone. Now, how narrow are the single mattresses in the cabins? They're about this wide. Now, I'm a restless sleeper, so you know what I do? I take Viagra so I don't roll out of bed. The old organic kickstand, that works. And mate, the shower cubicles, they're as big as a portaloo on a building site. You know that, Riggo. Oh, that is a Riggo, isn't he? Which one? Him. Okay. Yeah, so, they're really small, so you don't want to go in them when you got Viagra in you, mate. That's a real Bangkok experience. Anyway, I'm in there singing, dancing, scrubbing away, getting all psyched up for Friday night on the ship. I get caught up in this fucking shower curtain. I can't get the bastard off. I'm fighting it left, right, and centre. Couldn't get it off. I thought, oh fuck this. So I grabbed a pillowcase, cut 2 eye holes in the mouthpiece, had myself a ghost costume for Halloween on deck 13. So I'm out on the deck. I'm gallivanting around in this fucking condom thing. And I met this witch, this red-headed witch. We got along really well. And she was telling me she'd do these Black Cat, Black Friday events. She'd be the only one that turned up with a ginger pussy. And after the cruise, she invited me back to her place. Oh yeah, this is good. Went back to her place. She said, hey, Fitzy, are you interested in a mother-daughter combo? Just trying to hide my excitement. I said, yeah, rightio. She goes out across the house. Hey, Mum, you awake? And then she interrogated me. She says, do you drink and how much? I said, yeah, about a carton a week. And you can see it going through her head, and she goes, you mean to tell me you spent $150,000 on beer? You could have bought a sports car with that. I said, yeah. Do you drink? And she goes, no. I said, where's your fucking sports car then? Anyway, I had enough of her. So the next day I dressed up in a nice suit and tie, nice pants, nice kicks, went down to the family law court to see who's getting divorced. Anyway, just before I go, I think I'm going to need to take some Viagra eye drops and take a long hard look at myself. And I think I've mentioned Viagra that much that my Instagram is now going to be sending me Russian widows and fucking Asian holidays. So you have a good night, people. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Betty.
Drop the microphone on him.
Mic drop moment.
Mic drop.